Well, this is gonna be an interesting one. Let's just dive right into it.
We're all saying what we're thinking. I'm gonna go ahead and say that I think if you vote.
Wait a second. There we go.
Now that we're all saying what we're thinking, I'm gonna go ahead and say that I think if you voted for Donald Trump, you're ugly. I think you're all freaking ugly, and I think.
I didn't expect this 5th grade level right away. Like, really? Ugly? What is this, fucking kindergarten? I think you're ugly. Did anyone ask to be banged by you? I don't think that was the question. I don't think that was the prerequisite for a whole nation's future and the election. What the hell? I think you're ugly. Wow.
That I think if you voted for Donald Trump, you're ugly. I think you're all freaking ugly, and I think you're dumb as bricks. And I think you're a bigot in every sense of the word, every use of the word.
Oh, she thinks that you're big. Yeah. Why don't you run with that compliment, fellas? She thinks you're big.
I also not only won't care when all the bad stuff that's gonna happen happens to you, I actually want it to happen to you.
I am so frustrated!
That's not okay. This is not okay. This
Is this a guy? Whoa. Just gonna make sure that, am I live? I always have to double check. Am I live? Oh, cool. I am.
not okay.
I am live. And no complaints, so apparently the volume works. That's great. Let's just keep going. Wait a minute. I didn't like the thumbnail. I really didn't like the thumbnail. How can I change the thumbnail? I guess I can't. Well, fuck it.
That's not okay. This is not okay. This simply will not do. And this is not okay. And I'm not good with this.
He's acting like he bought a shitty burger at McDonald's and is gonna complain about the product. It's like, who are you talking to? This isn't. Democracy doesn't have a customer service department to it, you know?
This is sick.
Beta!
I'm sorry! No! Why?
I'm happy you're not driving.
Why? I'm sorry!
Now, even though I'm not from the US, I do find it hilarious watching these mostly woke Muppets lose their minds over.
Oh yeah, big thank you to the channel Oraco TV for compiling this. I am amazed by the resolve. Actually having the energy to do this. Fantastic. What's this comment? I haven't seen a woman beaten by a man this bad since the Olympics. Well, that's summational.
Donald Trump winning the election. So I gathered the best clips of these donuts having meltdowns for my mostly American audience to enjoy.
This is all pretty great. Like we're just gonna wake up tomorrow morning and everything's gonna go back to the way it'll be a psych. It'll be like a really bad dream, and none of this will have ever happened, right? Like it'll be like the first time, and then we're all gonna pull through fine in 4 years. Correct?
She's gonna have a nightmare for 4 years straight. That's hilarious. Have you noticed that you never see any right wing, not even far right, will react to an election that doesn't go their way with this level of emotional immaturity and ferocity? It's just amazing. It's clear who hates democracy more than anyone. It's the liberal left-wing feminist hate club.
Please, someone tell me. I can tell you one thing right now, marriage is the farthest thing from on the table currently. So they screwed the pooch on that one if they thought that any of this was going to actually help with the whole family and kids department and lower.
Oh yeah, like your marriage material? Really? If you react like this to an election, I don't want to see what you would do with an upbringing process, a task of upbringing when the kids don't do things your way. Don't want to know what's gonna happen.
Lowering birth rates, because that, no, nuh-uh, not even. Any semblance of thoughts I had or hope for that is completely gonna be a no thanks for me, love. You think I would ever even dare bring a child into this country now? It was rough before. Now? No.
So Trump is actually purifying the genetic pool of America by making sure that the dumbest people don't procreate. He's even more awesome than I could have imagined.
That's cute. And the men, don't even get me started about dating. To think I was still entertaining a few moderates here and there sometimes. No, honey, no. Not even close. That's never goodbye.
Beta!
What is wrong with you? I can't do this anymore. I'm literally sick. I'm literally sick to my stomach. What has happened to America?
I think these people need to practice disattachment. You know, like both Buddha and Jesus talk about. What the fuck do you want, Facebook? Fuck off. I think they need to practice disattachment. I think that's the only way. My volume is lower than the video I'm reacting to. Is this better? Is this higher? Is this better? I really hope so. They hate the nuclear family the most. Yes. No, they really do. They really, really, really do. Okay, increasing the volume. Is it better? You need to confirm before I continue. Is it better? Is the volume better? It's still, because otherwise I'm gonna have to hold this fucking thing closer to me here, like this. Is this better? Is it too loud? You can see how deranged these people are, the absolute lack of accountability, the infantile temper tantrum, the oh no, it's just a dream, this is not a political act, it's a psychological one. Well, I think the politics are messing with their psychology. That's what I think. Still low. Well, that's a bitch because I can increase it. How about now? Oh, well, you're gonna have to deal with it. Actually, if I lower the volume on the video...
What has happened to democracy? What has happened to freedom? I'm done. This is a message to anyone who follows me. If you voted for Trump, unfollow me and block me. If you didn't vote, unfollow me and block me. The fact that it's this close means I've lost all hope in the American people. Like, it should not be this close. Why would anyone vote for
that? I mean, weren't you around for the previous election? This has happened before, and when it happened before, nothing bad happened to America whatsoever. There was no world war, there was no imminent disaster. The country did way better under Trump than it has under Biden. It's like... you're reacting to something without even caring about history. What a stupid piece of...
this person?
Is anyone else having a meltdown? I don't know how to do this. I don't know how to wait. I'm so stressed. How you can't look out into the world, into the people of this country and see what's happening. I am 48 years old and I have never experienced anything like this and never thought I would.
Have you been living in a box for 48 years? You've never experienced anything like this? What, how have you had such a sheltered, also 48 years? You should have learned how to cope emotionally in 48 years. You should have learned something about how to handle unpleasant emotions or things not going your way. I'm shocked. More shocked by you than the election.
Would in this country. I don't know how to handle this. I don't know how to get through the next couple days.
It appears as though this gigantic piece of won the election. And as much as I hate him because he's a gigantic criminal, authentically horrible human being, I also blame the Democrats for doing this. How hard is it to beat him?
I actually like this lady. She makes the first good point, really out of any reaction I've seen on this. Yeah, how hard is it to beat him? If he's so terrible, how hard is it to beat them? You should blame the Democrats. You should blame them so much that you don't ever vote for them again and lose all faith in them, is what I think you should do.
It's not that hard. He's a fake ass.
It's not as hard as I am right now, with all of these liberal tears coming out.
Motherfucker who is not a real human being. He's a piece of shit. Democrats, how could you not beat him? Why could you not beat him?
Oh my.
It's kind of dehumanizing, don't you think? Not a real human being. You just don't like the guy. Don't question the biology of it, you know?
Go to work.
How are you supposed to go to
How am I
work?
supposed to go to work and do all of my normal daily activities when I know that we all just chose for things to get exponentially harder. And I just want my mom.
Well, I'm getting exponentially harder.
My mom voted for it.
She's realizing that her parents aren't supposed to be role models. That's juicy. No, just reading some comments here. Wait, I don't get it. Is my volume... Hello from Texas. Well, hello to you too. Texas, that's awesome. I love Texas. I'm not seeing any complaints on the audio, so I'm just going to assume that we're good here, right? It's a shame I'm such a nice guy. I'm so empathic. I have to double check so that everyone is being pleasured properly. But that's just me, you know. Your volume is good. Relax. Well, thank you. Thank you. Thank you for assuring me. Are you a voluntary cell? What the... Vol cell? Is that like the most creative way of saying single? Are you single? That's Florida is listening to. Well, that's beautiful. I love Florida as well. Man, we got a diverse fan base over here. Let's keep going.
I'm surprised at the result, but I'm not surprised. As a woman of color, I was so hopeful that a mixed race woman married...
My color is beige. As a man of beige color, I think you're full of shit for starting a sentence with "as a X of color." So, like, what, you're an ambassador for the community?
As a woman of color, I was so hopeful that a mixed race woman married to a Jewish guy could be elected president of this country. And I think...
None of those are merits. Well, okay, maybe the Jewish part is a merit because the implication there is, you know, good with finance, but not even that's a guarantee. So technically, not a merit. It's not, none of those are merits.
That it had nothing to do with policy. I think this was a referendum of cultural resentment in this country.
Keep telling yourself that, darling.
All right, guys, it's time to go to bed. None of us are stressed.
This one has real crazy eyes. Feel like I'm losing my sanity just looking at her, but I'm gonna try and pull through.
About the guys, it's time to go to bed. None of us are stressed about the election, right? We all are gonna just go have the best night's sleep of our lives, aren't we?
I did. Okay, that was weird. Dog licking your tears? I don't think that dog gives a shit about you. I think he's just in it for the salt. I think even the dog is a big fan of the liberal tears. I think your dog voted for Trump. And now that I explain this to you, you're going to disown him. By the way, there was a news story about how mental health hotlines in Norway were overloaded by people who are experiencing mental issues due to Trump winning the election. These smug assholes aren't even living in your country, aren't even going to be measurably affected by the election, and they're still going insane. Left-wing ideology makes people so narcissistic that they will just overload the mental health facilities with their non-issues, forcing people who are diagnosed schizophrenics to just get fucked. Because that's how selfish being a leftist makes you. That's insane. Norway? Who gives a shit about Norway? We're talking about the American election. I haven't looked up if the same thing happened in Sweden. Of course it did. Of course, every country in the world that has a significant amount of liberals is gonna have these headlines where tons of people are making it about themselves and using up resources when they don't have a right. This just fuels the whole right-wing narrative of mental illness isn't real and depression isn't real. Because you have so many people willing to become depressed, become an anxiety disorder just because something didn't go their way. That's it's not a sign that we're heading in the right direction, globally speaking. Eat my ass. My boyfriend's in the living room watching the results while I'm crying in the bathroom. You went to cry in the bathroom, huh? You went to cry in the bathroom because Biden doesn't get to rape the country for another 4 years, make inflation worse, make food more expensive, flood the country with illegal immigrant gangs that would definitely rape you if they had the chance, at which point would you go cry in the bathroom still? Or is this election result worse than what would happen to you if Biden kept running the country? Would you go cry in the bathroom if that happened to you? I wonder.
Senate race. It's not going to happen. Republican Kevin Go Kamala will be returning to the Senate from Dakota.
Guys, we literally don't even have to panic. We literally don't have to freak out right now. We don't even have to fucking, we don't have to freak out. We don't have to freak out because it's not even real. Because, bitch, recount the vote!
Guys, I just feel... The lighting made that feel like a horror movie. I'm freaking out just having to look at this reaction here. You literally don't have to freak out?
It's not even real. Because, bitch, recount the vote!
Guys, I just voted, and I chose family.
Let's end this reign of terror now.
I chose family, I chose women, I chose America.
How did you choose family when you went with the whole free abortion crowd? You voted for the guy that made America worse for families? People became so much more poor under Biden. Less less spending, higher cost of living, more abortions, and you voted for family? What makes you think you voted for family? The delusion here is insane. Also, you're too old for this. You should be stoic at this age, accepting the fact that you're near death, but you're crying like a little girl in a car, and it's not sexy. I'm not getting off to this. This isn't sexy.
God, I love you.
We're moving on. I'm moving on. We're moving on.
I love all of this.
At least he's the only guy that, eventually snapped out of it. Moving on. I haven't seen anyone else move on this far, at least.
I'm moving on. We're moving on.
At least he's trying.
I love all of this. Let's do it. Let's do this.
That was a very unpleasant intermingling of past, present, future. What was that guy even feeling? This was just mentally unstable. This was just really mentally unstable. Highly relatable, just not when it comes to politics.
It's an utter betrayal.
If you voted for that man, if you voted for anybody other than Kamala, and you live in one of the states that it was, close, or if you didn't vote.
If you voted for that man, she's gonna bite your dick off. She definitely has that vibe. If she found out that her boyfriend voted for something that she doesn't like, he would have gnawing marks on his chode.
Fuck you.
Yeah, that felt sexual. That just felt like being in the wrong kind of porno.
Okay. Live with that decision. Sit with it. Let it make you uncomfortable.
While you strap my cock up into some kind of device and tie the balls around his like, what was that? That whole vibe was just like, get me out of here.
Or if you didn't vote, fuck you.
Okay.
Live with that decision. Sit with it. Let it make you uncomfortable.
You voted against me. You voted against my right to live. You voted against all the women.
You uncomfortable.
Have you guys ever met a girl like that? I would appreciate anecdotes. I'm gonna look for anecdotes. No anecdotes? Come on. You guys gotta have anecdotes. She thinks she's the main character with this epic speech. So badass. Yeah, she's got the real power pussy mentality. Medication is expensive. Well, then don't use it. Use some natural stuff. I hope that Trump honors his promises and brings peace to this mad world. He did pretty well last time. He didn't do everything that he said he was going to do, but he did enough to have... he basically destroyed identity politics, if you ask me. I've never seen so many black, Latino, gay, Muslim conservatives come out and just be open with their political identity since... because before it was easy to actually have the illusion the left wanted you to have. I know in terms of the culture war, he's definitely done a lot. Still, no anecdotes? Really? I don't believe you guys. I believe that you people have had the craziest vagina in the world, and now you're just scared to share your stories about how you used to bang women like this. So I'm disappointed. I live in Florida and I'm happy as hell. Well, that's what I would expect from someone living in Florida. I had a girl who wanted to act like that in the bedroom and it felt kind of weird. Kind of? Why don't you elaborate with some detail? What do you mean act like that in a bedroom? Like, what kind of stuff does she want to say? Lots of girls like this in universities. Well, yeah. That's that's a guarantee. If a woman goes to a university, she most likely has a problem with her father because of the stuff that typically goes on in universities. Hey, they shadow banned me. No, you're just being ignored. Don't worry. Try and be more interesting, and they won't shadow ban you.
You voted against me. You voted against
Who are
my
you?
right to live.
Your right to live? Are you a pedophile that's scared of getting the death penalty or something? How are you not explaining this? Your right to live.
You voted against all the women and their rights. I hope you enjoy your cheap fucking gas.
I swear to...
At least this guy acknowledged that the gas prices were gonna go down. That's commendable. That's that's really commendable, because a lot of these he's obviously insane. A lot of them are insane. They're all insane, but at least this guy is sane enough to be like, okay, well, there's gonna be good things under Trump. I just care more about this other stuff, like the free abortions. He's clear with his priorities, and I appreciate that about him.
I hope you enjoy your cheap fucking gas.
Thank you, sir.
I swear to God, if you idiots elect that demented man, I will burn this whole place to the ground.
Shiver my timbers! Shut up, man!
You're gonna burn your house to the ground? With you in it? It's a good threat.
Forgive me for being a little emotional here, but what the fuck is going on?
Y'all want to violate my stuff? I don't give a fuck about none of that, because all the people that's violating my freaking life right now are Trump supporters. Y'all the only ones happy about
Yeah, well, you probably did something to cause it.
this shit right now. Y'all the only ones. Y'all see I got my blue on. I done cried so fucking much that my blue went up. And I have to wear red because this is my freaking job. If I didn't have to wear this stupid ass color, I wouldn't be wearing it. Trust and believe me. Trust and believe me. I hate red so fucking much in my... Right now, I don't even know what to do. I've never hated red so much in my life until now. I hate red.
Well, maybe you can join the Crips.
Hate the fact that I have to wear this color today. I really do. Because I don't represent Trump at all. Go Trump? Honey, you gonna say... We'll see if you still scream Go Trump in the next few fucking months. Let's see. We'll see. All y'all say Go Trump, we'll see if y'all still screaming that.
Probably.
We'll see. Because I bet you won't. Because that man about to walk up in that White House and he about to tear shit up.
Maybe I gotta cut it. Here we go. I given up on America? Yeah, I've also given up on coloring this hair because, right? Fuck coloring my hair. Fuck having my hair be long and luxurious. Fuck all that shit. Fuck being skinny. Fuck being hot.
Oh, yeah, right. Trump's the reason why you're not skinny. Sure. All of a sudden, election doesn't go your way and self-improvement goes out the window as if it ever existed there before.
Fuck being all the things that the patriarchy wants us to be. Because clearly, they don't give a shit about us. And I'm talking to you, too. Those of you ladies who have the internalized misogyny required to do what you did. Minorities who are so scared of a woman in power that you'd rather cozy up to the white man.
I can't believe the entitlement of some white liberal chick saying this. Oh, you fucking minorities. Ooh, all of you filthy fucking minorities voting for a white man. Yeah, no, it's obvious that you're a real progressive. Just, this seems to be a trend here. Sky News did
Donald
a
Trump's
report
victory has caused...
on this. Unhinged women shave their heads to protest Trump's victory. She shows up. Is there any more? Oh my god, there's more of them. there's more of them. So now you're sad and unfuckable? I guess Trump really is gonna fix it. That's... Are you gonna claim that Trump did this to you? Because that's a whole other level of delusion. I don't even know what to say to this. That's just... Look up the Man Enough Kamala Harris ad. Okay, let's see what this is. Man Enough Kamala Harris. Is this the one?
I'm a man.
I'm a man, man.
I'm a man. I'm a man.
I'm a man, man.
And I'm man enough.
I'm man enough to enjoy a barrel-proof bourbon.
Neat.
Man enough to cook my steak rare.
Man enough to deadlift 500 and braid the out of my daughter's hair.
You think I'm afraid to rebuild a carburetor? I eat carburetors for breakfast.
I ain't afraid of bears.
That's what bear hugs are for.
I'll tell you another thing I sure as shit am not afraid of. Women.
I'm not afraid of women.
I'm not afraid of women.
They want to control their bodies? I say go for it.
They want to use IVF to start a family? I'm not afraid of families.
They want to be childless cat ladies?
Have all the cats you want.
Woman wants to be president?
Well, I hope she has the guts to look me right in the eye and accept my full-throated endorsement.
Your full-throated endorsement? Excuse me for the verbal misunderstanding here, but are you saying that you're gonna shove your cock deep down into Kamala Harris' throat and then tell her, I'm gonna vote for you, baby, and you want her to look you in the eyes while you're doing it? Because that's what it sounds like, and this is the weirdest political ad I've ever seen. How are you gonna spend, what is it, over a minute listing a bunch of gender stereotypes about things that make you man enough, and then you're gonna say that, I mean, it's just so weird. You're taking all of these existing male stereotypes, like a real man will deadlift 500 and knows how to bang a car, because that's what a man is like. Also, complete opposite. He's gonna support a bunch of radical left-wing things and anti-male stuff traditionally, and then he's gonna vote for a woman that wants to cut his balls off. It's just confusing at this point. Mixing in really traditional male stereotypes with the complete opposite, and then being like, just vote for her while my dick's down her throat.
Because I'm man enough to support women.
Man enough to know what kind of donuts I like.
Man enough to admit I'm lost, even when I refuse to ask for directions.
Man enough to not ban young women from reading Little Women.
Or one of those pants books that the sisters like.
I'm man enough to raw dog a flight. It sucked. Not worth it.
I'm man enough to be emotional in front of my wife.
In front of my kids.
In front of my horse.
I'm man enough to tell you that I cry at Love Actually.
Good Will Hunting.
West Side Story.
That and Predator.
And I'm sick of so-called men domineering, belittling, and controlling women just so they can feel more powerful.
That's not how my mama raised me.
I love women.
I love women who support their families.
Women who decide not to have families.
Women who take charge.
And I'm man enough to help them win.
That was...
Win.
That was absolutely horrible, and you're wondering why she lost. That was... Man, that was cringy. I'm man enough to say that that ad sucked. It was cringy, and it was terribly anti-feminist, telling me what a real man is like. I'd vote for Marie... Yeah, I'm man enough to vote for Marie Le Pen. Oh my god, that was... That guy in the orange loves other guys giving him their full-throated endorsement. That's fantastic. As a European, it feels weird when feminists act like having a female is going to end all sexism. Here we have had multiple female leaders, and they say it still happens. Yeah, you gotta love that paradox. Ah, Finnish man. Yes. Yes. Thank you for your example, Mr. Finnish man. That's a great point. They need sexism to exist so they can always have a reason to be voted into office. So they're gonna end sexism while making sure that sexism is always prevalent so you can keep voting for them. It's the shittiest political ad ever. You know? It's, boy. Well, thank you for the tips, Mr. Not Available. That was a horrible ad, and you scarred everyone here with cringe. Beautiful. Same target audience as men who collect IPA beers and hot sauces and subscribe to beard product delivery services. Wow, look at that, the donation. Thank you so much, Carl. Is that an Australian dollar right there? An A? Thank you for your donation, mister. Your comment reads, "Wipe that smile, you cheeky bastard, and that fatty eats everything for breakfast, and that healthy black gentleman does gay porn." Well, they're mad enough. So, certainly a valid suspicion.
Just in case some crumbs fall off his plate, so that you may eat from them. We are embarrassing on the world stage. Oh, God. Stop talking to men. Divorce your husbands. Leave your fucking boyfriends. Leave them. They don't give a shit about you. And I promise you...
You just want to be alone with company, don't you? Just... No one cares that you're making yourself uglier for Trump. It's not an objection. But at least she's not sitting on the road like those annoying
Come over
climate
to this
activists.
side. I will bake cookies. I will shave your head if you want me to.
I hate to be the person that gets on here and cries.
No, you don't.
But this could break me and my parents apart because they just don't understand what they voted for.
Right, the people that lived longer than you don't understand what they voted for. I feel like you and your parents were already broken apart, because that's kind of a key aspect of being a liberal. So, I bet you went to college and got gangbanged just to make your father mad. And you think voting for Trump is going to be the reason why you're forced apart.
Like what it means and the bigotry and hatred that they stand behind, and how I am trying to be a good person. I'm not Catholic like they are, which is ironic because it's religion's supposed to make you love, but I could see it breaking me and my parents apart because
your parents are Catholic, and you wanted them to vote for a pack of Satanists, huh? That's, sounds like you have problems understanding there.
they just don't get it, and they don't get that they voted for someone who's gonna make my friends' lives hell. My life's okay, I'm a white woman, but my friends are not gonna be okay.
Your life does not look okay. And your skin color is not going to make your life better. You're a really awfully racist lady to be friends with a bunch of minorities, huh? Do you hang out with your brown friends like this? My life is so much better than yours because at least I'm not black. Is that what you do? I wonder if they're going to be your friends for much longer.
Well, Donald Trump is now our 47th President of the United States of America. This election was not even close, which I find odd considering Kamala Harris's rallies. However, how can that compete when you have Elon Musk paying $1 million per day to encourage people to vote for Donald Trump? Personally, I'm disgusted by that. I'm disgusted enough to delete my X account. I'm disgusted enough to never...
no one's gonna miss you when you delete your account. I bet you had like what, the average account with 100 followers? But the entitlement here is insane.
My ex account, I'm disgusted enough to never order a Tesla as long as I shall live.
We do not care.
America is no longer the land of the free.
And so it's almost 2 a.m. Pacific time, which means it's...
I think Tesla's gonna survive without your business. And the last 4 years, your country was ran by people who tried to ban free speech and make voter fraud legal. So this complete disillusionment is just... What are you supposed to do about these people other than pop a sadistic boner and just laugh? Like, you think you can talk to them? No. Just double down on the Trump supporting and give your fullest endorsement and then some.
Free.
And so it's almost 2 a.m. Pacific time, which means it's well after polls have closed. And I am still just genuinely confused as to what happened. So if anyone wants to offer some insight,
I made a video about it, but I don't think you're gonna be watching it, sadly. That's a shame. Oh, look, there's my video. Yeah, so I'm just gonna go in here quickly and go to live. That's what it looks like. Well, I mean, that's good enough. I thought it was all green and stuff. That would have looked like crap. Where is... There we go. Oh, well, I mean, that's Democrats had pretty much all the billionaires on their side, and he's not complaining about their money going to Kamala. Kamala Harris' campaign spent nearly $600 million on staff, while Trump only spent $10 million. See, these are the kind of factual errors that these people crying on TikTok just don't care about. So it's really not gonna finish that sentence, because then I'll be tried for hate speech.
happy to take it. Men are just genuinely not as concerned as women and don't quite take our concerns as seriously. And
I think this is a big, huge part of the story that it's hard to even digest fully at this moment. But you have Elon Musk, who owns Twitter, X, whatever we're calling it these days, X, who is a disinformation propagandist and now has a direct, could potentially...
It should be illegal for this cunt to just make stuff up on TV like this. Like, this is why journalism has no validity anymore. You just lie and casually character assassinate. But you want to just call the guy a Russian spy or something because he doesn't agree with you? It's disgusting. We're in a position where you have to illegalize the media to preserve democracy. That's what these people have done to society.
Potentially have a direct line to the Oval Office.
Well, that didn't go the way we had hoped. Not at all. Or
What am I looking at here?
expected. Yeah, I mean, for him to win the popular vote? Are you kidding me? I did not know our country was that full of racist bastards. Mm-hmm.
You two don't look like an ideal. And we know why.
It's going to be an all-out war on...
You're trying to cover your bald spot with some kind of a mohawk? That's really creative. When I'm 60, I'm going to borrow that. That looks very interesting.
On the LGBTQ+, on women, on people of any color other than Blanco or Blanca or whatever.
Blanca from Street Fighter? You mean the green character? I did not understand you there. If you meant white, you could have just said white and not tried way too hard to look cultural.
No, they don't care about the Blanca. Super Blanco. Yeah, so better go out there and get you a Bible, because you're going to be needing that shit now. Oh, no, we, if they follow the Handmaid's Tale, we can't read.
I'm trying so hard to pull it together because I have to go into work and I don't want...
You, you took a break from work to make this video? Oh my god. Yeah, crying is more important than work. Absolutely. Miss Singh. Oh boy. By the way, I notice YouTube has been banging my channel harder than normal lately. When I go in here, it's been on red for 6 years, 7 years. It's been on red. I used to have 238,000 subscribers. Then it froze for about 2 years. I don't know if you've seen that video Breitbart uploaded after Trump won the election. Google higher-ups promised that they would change algorithms, introduce a bunch of censorship, shadow ban, etc., yada yada, to make sure that this can never happen again, meaning the election. So that just makes the election way more juicier. But that's basically when they completely ruined their website, made it boring, started paying the mainstream media millions to be featured on their site, stopped recommending independent journalism, made sure that search results are dominated by mainstream media outlets instead of independent journalists like myself and others. And another thing they did was, oh man, there's been so much. That's when they introduced shadow ban. You definitely noticed this whenever the COVID topic came out, and basically, if you ever curse in your videos, it's demonetized immediately. And I started having a ton of people commenting, being like, why wasn't I notified about this upload? I filled in the subscription and a bell and everything, and I'm still not getting your videos in my feed. Oh, that's right. And the thing I was going to say is all of a sudden, my home feed, because I used to watch YouTube for fun. I don't do that anymore because of this, because it's not possible. But back in the day, I remember a time when I didn't log on YouTube and Jimmy Kimmel's face is everywhere. Like these dying liberal talk shows started appearing everywhere in my feed. I never watch that shit. I don't ask for it, and yet it's everywhere. That kind of stuff started happening after Trump won the last election. Previous election. The previous time that Trump won was followed by a complete degradation of social media. So now Elon Musk is basically only one running a place where you can actually reach people. So I've been seeing this for years. No matter how much I upload, no matter how much it's in the green, no matter how good my stats are, I just can't reach shit. It's always purging accounts that I don't know why. And I'm about to reach below 200,000 subscribers. I've had people congratulate me on finally reaching 200 subscribers because they're so unaware of where I used to be. Kind of funny. So it's going to go down to 199, then blah, blah, blah. It's going to reach 0 in the future. I think that's pretty funny. So if you want to help out, click a like on this live stream and subscribe. Subscribe to my channel just to give them a middle finger. And make sure you click like on this live stream. I hate asking for likes because it's the worst YouTuber stereotype out there. But when you click like on a video, you're essentially endorsing a channel and making sure that more people see that channel and the content it's doing. So likes have become currency. It's basically a way to manipulate the algorithm on your favorite channels. and make sure they actually reach the public. Worst system ever. I don't think YouTube has ever been this boring. But just so you know, that's one way to support this channel.
Any of the kids to know how scared I am.
You're gonna scar your kids? You're gonna tell them you're scared about the future? They're gonna grow up hating you when their future turns out all right because of Trump.
Supposed to go in there and tell them to embrace who they truly are, to support people, to love people, to care about people, to believe that they can do anything, when tonight proved that that's not a reality. Like, I work in education.
Yikes, this bitch is insane. Your kids should believe that stuff, especially because Trump won the election, so he's going to make it more possible, but now you're going to traumatize them and make sure they have internalized hopelessness. And you work in education, so you're a teacher. So, anyone surprised you're a big government puppet? No, not here.
Brother, I actually think half of these Muppets are just attention seeking, because who sets up a camera and starts crying or screaming like a lunatic? They all need Michael.
Stop it. Get some help.
Yes, I think this channel is awesome, so make sure you subscribe to Arako TV because he does a lot of funny content. And we're not done. There's more. Oh boy, there's more. Terrifying. Wait, where the hell is my audience? She's a teacher. Oh, you're unaware? Huh. That's funny. How did anyone miss the fact that all teachers are insane leftists? That's new. Well, I'm happy I could inform you, friend. Oi, Anj, give Sargon a shout. We're all lurking. The Dank and Ark peeps. Sargon is doing the Lotus Eaters podcast now. He has his own website. He's running a media company. He's actually doing really good. Yeah, you guys check him out if you haven't already. I like you, Angry Foreigner. I just can't watch half your videos because I don't speak meatball. That means Swedish, for those of you who aren't fluent in 4chan. I mean, the crazy thing is, I don't think a lot of my videos are in Swedish. Sure, the last uploads, but I mean, if you look at the past year, most of it is English. So I don't even think it's showed up on your feed, like I was saying earlier. Typical. Just typical. But I'm gonna make more in English. Yes, I'm gonna be a race trader. I'm gonna abandon the Swedes. I'm gonna... We live in Pennsylvania, and I got my entire family to sign his online pledge. We all get $100 each. What was that? Was that pledged by Trump, or was that an Elon Musk thing? Infinite screen. Yes, I know. Every time I check the comments, it's the Matrix effect. Sargon is doing pretty fine. He was on AA today. AA? I didn't think he was a drinker. He went to Alcoholics Anonymous? I'm just fucking with you. I know he's not a drinker. I mean, every British person is a drinker, but it just never affects them badly. Anyway, let's... The insanity doesn't end. We have more crazy people to look at.
Look, they're crying because they don't get food stamps anymore. Go work, you lazy bums. Go get a job. Look, everybody crying. They cut my food stamps. No more food stamps. Go work. Go work.
Hope your day gets...
That was I love that Indian man commentary. I'm gonna watch that again.
Look, they're crying because they don't get food stamps anymore. Go work, you lazy bums. Go get a job. Look, everybody crying. They cut my food stamps. No more food stamps. Go work. Go work.
Whatever the Trump.
Hope your day gets better. Positive energy.
That was your neighbor? Man, there's no, that was your neighbor? How do you live next to that crazy woman? Oh my god. You better watch out. She's gonna cut your balls off when you sleep. Who yells like that?
Positive energy.
I dare you to tell me to calm down right now.
Well, I mean, you probably should calm down, but I can see you're gonna cast a spell on me if I say it to your face, huh? That it's not often you meet a person who actually looks like a witch. This bitch is in direct contact with Cthulhu. There's no doubt about it.
Oh my god. Oh my god!
America, how can you do this to us again? What the fuck?
How is it possible for a pudgy... What are you, Asian? Latino? What are you? I don't know. A man to sound like a 14-year-old girl. What the fuck? I can't even imitate that. You're what? How can he talk like a young American girl? I don't get it. How is he doing this accent?
How are we supposed to live another 4 years like this? What the hell? What did you do to us?
Hey, so listen, I'm gonna let y'all know this right now, okay? So you little trumpets, like, y'all won. I know y'all happy, whatever the fuck. Ain't nobody acting like bitter losers. However, y'all need to leave me the fuck alone. Because I got one more fucking cigarette in me before I start lighting your asses up, alright? And that's word to the United States of motherfucking America. Yeah.
This was the most well-composed meltdown I've seen. Her request was reasonable. It's a pretty right-wing sentiment. Leave me alone. So that was nice. This was nice. This felt cozy, you know, compared to the other stuff we've been seeing.
I said in the first part of this video, and as you can probably tell, I'm not American, but I still find it hilarious watching these woke donuts compete to see who the biggest donut of them all is. My feed is just full of them. It's like the Donut Olympics, so I had to make another part for you guys. Enjoy.
Harris did not win.
Who won?
Trump. So
Oh no, she's raising mentally ill children.
Take a breath. Yep. So today may look a little different at school. Okay, there are probably going to be friends who have questions, right?
This insane woman has brainwashed her kids into thinking that the world is going to end because Trump won. You can hear the fear and terror and panic in their voices. This is a child support services type of case, isn't it? Like, how are these people allowed to be parents? It's insane. They're just casually torturing their kids and giving them anxiety disorders. Wow. That's Americans weren't even freaking out this bad during the Great Depression. Sitting at home making their kids think the world is gonna end. That's new.
I'm sure your teachers are going to
she has to explain democracy to her kids. That's not going to be easy. What is this?
Racist, sexist, anti-gay.
I genuinely do want to.
I'm desensitized to this kind of stuff after seeing all the Palestinian horse shit demonstrations in Stockholm. There's like one almost every day, and you get kind of used to and bored with the constant cheerleader rants. Oh, hey, go away. Bad stuff gonna happen here. Yay. Like, you get bored with it.
I genuinely do want to urge people with ovaries and uteruses and women and anyone assigned female at birth to not look at men, not talk.
I have ovaries. I'm not kidding. I have a uterus. It's really lodged far up my asshole, so you're gonna have to take a deep look in there. Kind of have to dive in there if you want to sneak a peek at it. But it's there. Can I interest you in a little butt diving? Huh? I have a uterus. I have a uterus for sure. It can't produce any kids, but it's there.
Talk to men, not entertain men, not look for validation in men,
We're good.
not center their world and their being and their appearance and their thoughts around men, and look for men and up to men on what they should think and what they should decide, because it's clear that they've never seen us as anything but procreation machines and pleasure objects and
You wish, first of all, you wish men would see you as a pleasure machine, you entitled piece of... And second of all, how did you make this about men? A lot of women and minorities and gays and all the categories you mentioned are voting for Trump because they don't want to be assassinated by the people you want to take into the country. How did you make this about men?
dolls.
Quick question. So does anybody know how to find or hire a hitman or woman? Because we don't want
A hit woman? You had to go there?
to be sexist. So, but I think we could pull this off collectively. If you want to chip in, DM.
I beg your pardon?
Yeah, so there's like one side actively trying to kill the president, and they lost the election, and then they wonder why. In order for America to remain a free country, people can't vote for you people. All of you people. All of you left-wing people that start jacking off as soon as there's an assassination attempt and openly call for that shit on social media. The right wing doesn't do that, which might be why they won. It's sad to think that the future of America is based on the notion that these people just must be banned from having any influence. Because otherwise it's just going to escalate into kids being forced to change their gender, mosque on every street, and let's kill a president as soon as we don't like him. That's modern liberalism in a nutshell.
So glad you guys got your cheap ass groceries and your cheap ass fucking gas, because
This is happening again. They're actually admitting to cheaper cost of living, cheaper food, cheaper gas, more affordable life for the average American. They're actually admitting to it and acting like it's a non-issue. Like it's not the kind of thing that could get a president to voted in, put into power. How is this? This is amazing cognitive dissonance. Even the people that hate Trump acknowledge that he's going to do good things and make life easier for the average American. So this whole time that cost of living went crazy in America, food, housing, gas, everything just became unbearable. This whole time you were sitting there thinking, oh, well, the average person can't have a life, shouldn't hope for a future, but at least I can scrape my uterus when I forgot to use contraceptives. That's what you were thinking? At least we can support those Palestinian terrorists. and fuck the average American. Like, but that was your priority? That's what you were thinking? This is insane.
You're fucking broke as shit. You're fucking broke. You're fucking broke. Broke. I said I'm fucking being serious. You're fucking broke.
Okay.
You must be a rich girl. I mean, she's Asian. Ah, that explains it. Maybe there is a good portion of privileged twats voting for Trump and just kind of getting off to the idea that the average American is having their life sucked out of them. And then they just kind of expect them to swallow that. And they pretty much hate people. I don't think you should be allowed to vote. I'm sorry. I think at this point, if this is who's gonna have access to democracy, then democracy might be very overrated.
I don't care what country you're from, this shit is hilarious, bruv. This shit is so funny. And these woke muppets, I've got no patience for them, so it's brilliant to see them melt down.
Save your ass, MAGA dude.
Thank you so much. We love you so much.
I don't love you.
But we love you.
I don't love you.
I hope God helps you.
I do not want your love. I want you to find yourself in a Princess Diana car accident.
Really? But why? We love you.
Yeah, we might.
It's personal now.
That was a very New Yorker kind of thing to say. What an... Not everyone ages well. This is a very hateful woman right here. Probably the kind of grandma that's gonna like give you the evil eye and put a hex on you. Scary. Most terrifying rooster I've ever seen in my entire life. Notice all the nose rings, by the way. Yeah, I don't like that. I mean, I like piercings, and it's horrible to see the cultural appropriation of piercings done by these horrible people. Americans probably need to be able to afford gas since they need to drive, since some parts of America you can't get around without driving. You can't get around anywhere in America without driving. So that's like not a small thing. I hate how these dumbass Europeans are gonna think that's a small thing because they think it's so amazing that there's public commute to everywhere. Public transport is overrated. You get to be very intimate with people and smell them. It's not great. It's better to have a car. She looked like that witch in the Drag Me to Hell movie. Yeah, that movie is so annoying. Having to watch some gypsy cunt for over an hour just being unreasonably sadistic. That was the worst horror movie of all time. I hated that shit. Imagine expecting people to pay more for necessities so that you can be more black and more gay. Yeah, that's what we're dealing with here. Skipping meals because food is too expensive is a thing in America right now. Yeah, see, it's not a small thing. The American economy being shit is not a small reason why someone could win an election. It's pretty important. Unsubscribed, man. I'm out. Well, what happened to you, Carl? Did your balls fall off? What's going on? When the average American can't afford groceries in America because of the skyrocketing cost of food, other election issues seem kind of meh in comparison. So I'm gonna assume that these people crying about Trump aren't the average American. Watching these reactions is fun and all, but I'm more interested about the things to come. I wonder if some real change will happen or if it's just gonna be Westerners circling the drain. Well, that's what's gonna be so exciting, isn't it? Trump has done stuff before, so I wonder what he's gonna do now. I hate public transport and I'm supposed to be in a good welfare country. Public transport means that you get to smell people in the most intimate fashion imaginable and learn what they had for breakfast. I'm not a big fan of public transport. Especially with all of the cultural enrichment, it's not uncommon for fights to happen nowadays and just various kinds of things going on. And, you know, it's not... yeah, buses and trains do smell like piss. Could I please use dark mode? No. Wait a minute. Aren't you the same guy that unsubscribed? Was that because I won't use dark mode? Man, people are way too touchy these days. I don't know what to do with it.
Really? But why? We love you.
Yeah, we might.
It's personal now. I'm coming for every single straight man in my family. Hi. Y'all fucked around and found out.
You're not black. You're obviously not from a ghetto. Please end the hand movements and y'all fucked around and found. Look, what are you trying to do? What are you trying to do here? It's horrible to watch this.
Family. Hi. Y'all fucked around and found out.
I hope everyone disowns you.
And now this is gonna happen. You're welcome. So I am absolutely, now I'm sure, now I'm positive that the yearly hunting trip that y'all have been having, that my father hosts, that my uncle goes on, that my uncles, my brother, my cousins that are like my brothers, their friends that have all known me my entire life, that claim to love and respect me, have been having a yearly claim to love and respect women in general, but obviously that's bullshit.
I'm gonna be honest.
Yikes. Imagine having this in your family. That's horrible. Being cursed with an angry lesbian that just wants to torture every man that she's relatives with. That's a tough one. That's feel bad for all of her family. All of them.
Claim to love and respect women in general, but obviously that's bullshit.
I'm gonna be honest, I was very blindsided by the results this morning. I've decided that cigarettes don't count today, and I honestly might go get a tattoo. But I also have decided...
Is it gonna be a tramp stamp?
...that for the next 4 years, Are
you gonna just spread your legs and go, woo, to forget about the Trump issue here?
am going to abstain from schmex with men. And funny enough,
What is this? Is not the first time we've heard this. What is? Talk about self-important. You think you're changing the world by not subjecting men to your horrible, horrible, wretched hole of liberalism. You think you're somehow punishing men by not sleeping with them? I can't imagine not having a headache being around you. The kind of shit that a man would have to listen to just to get into your pants. I can't imagine the dread, the terror. But why do you think you're punishing the world by removing yourself from it? It sounds like you're saving the world, honestly. So I think every guy should walk around with a Trump hat on just to make sure that he's sifting out the craziest women imaginable. I think that's important.
I actually just broke up with my boyfriend a handful of days before the election. I highly encourage any other women that are single
Donald Trump has 267 electoral votes. 267. You remember that plan that we came up when we was on vacation on Memorial Day? She was like, yeah, I do. I said, it's time to put that plan into action. So the plan is, children, Victoria, BC. I looked it up the first time he won office. Victoria, BC, they are one of the best places for black people to go. They are one of the warmest places in Canada, and it's not too far from here, from where I live at least.
So, wait, what? You're gonna move to Canada and squeeze out a bunch of kids. Oh man, I feel bad for Canada right now. Just the craziest people in America are gonna run to Canada because they think Canada is Canada's different than America, but what are they expecting? Are they expecting some kind oh my god, this is horrible. This is just horrible. I feel so bad for Canadians right now. Oh man. Their gene pool is gonna be
and it's not too far from here, from where I live at least.
No matter what you do, you will never put out my love. You will never make me give up hope. No matter what you say, no matter what you do.
No one cares about you. This is like, what is she, 14? Having this epic Harry Potter moment, holding a monologue, thinking that the world cares about her internal narrative, where she's the hero and the main character of her story. What is... I feel like I'm watching a drama class. Oh my, this is horrible.
No matter what you say, no matter what you do, no matter, you will never put out my love.
Shut up, bitch!
We are about to enter a political period that will have consequences for the rest of our lives.
Thank God. Thank God for those consequences. This is AOC, for those who don't know. Popular, liberal, nutjob politician.
We now find ourselves in a time in history that has precedent, and we find ourselves in a time where there are times of fascism and authoritarianism.
So according to every one of these liberals, Donald Trump is a racist dictator that's going to...
Wait a minute, did I just have a racist moment? I didn't mean to say that all Hispanic chicks look alike, but that's her, right? Or is that just a look-alike? Uh-oh. I think I stepped into social brownie points.
Take away gay and women's rights. Got it.
I really do not like crying on the internet, but I'm not even about to pretend like this some shit that I'm finna
You love crying on the internet. Don't even try to fool anyone, Miss Eric Andre.
be embarrassed about, bro. Like, I ain't never been so devastated behind an election, and it's just like, when you a black woman surrounded by black men and they say all this shit like, oh, he's not that bad, and oh, he just hates everyone, bro. Like, it was my brother homeboy I was talking to the other day, a black man, and I found out that he's a Trump supporter. I'm like, he does not like you, and he was like, oh no, he just don't like everybody. What? So that's a good candidate for you? Someone who just fucking hates everybody? Like, what? And I'm fucking crying in my room this morning. My brother gonna come up in here and say, what's wrong with you? Like, he can't think of one possible reason why I would be upset right now, bro.
Black women, you don't owe this country shit. You...
Yeah, like, that's a new statement coming from some... I'm not gonna go there, but this isn't a new statement. This is not a new statement. You're really just exploiting an election so you can be like, I don't owe society anything. Yeah, sure.
You don't owe this country one fucking thing. Not
Never heard that before.
Else. It's time for us to bunker down.
I will not ask you to look for any silver linings. I will not ask you to feel anything but grief right now. Donald Trump won the election, and the consequences will be real and devastating. But I'm reminding myself and you that on the road ahead, there will still be opportunities to fight back.
In 2016, I cried changing her diaper. This morning, we cried together. This is disgusting. You should have been forcibly sterilized because now you're turning your kid into a mess, an emotional mess, by crying every time something doesn't go your way. That's so disgusting. Ugh. It's a pretty good reason for why we should have abortions, because abortions are most popular with liberals and poor people. So Trump should reconsider there.
I just texted my best friend of 14 years, and I asked them who they voted for. They said Donald Trump.
That was really annoying and not convincing enough. It feels like you didn't get it all out. It feels like you got out like 10. That was such a fake scream. It's like, did you just get 10% of your outrage out there? You're not gonna try again, huh?
I just don't understand why we can't have a female president. Like, why not? Like, how much more qualified and intelligent and, like, perfect for the position do we have to be?
I will make it my life's mission, my dying wish, that none of you weirdos can hide in the future. You can't lie to your kids. You can't lie to your grandkids about, oh, it was so confusing. It was hard to see the truth. He was so convincing. I will not let you get away with that. Like, that was not normal. This is not normal. I will make it clear to everyone. Like, I will make sure no one is confused about how things were right now in this very vital, crucial time in American history.
This is such a weird threat. It's not like Trump supporters usually hide and cower and are uninformed and can't explain why they voted for the president. So who's gonna be convinced by this?
That it was not confusing. It was not confusing at all. You just stood for that. You stood with that and for that. Yeah. Like, I can't emphasize enough, there will be nowhere to hide.
Oh, shiver my timbers. Shut up, man.
You know how everyone says that Election Day should be a national holiday? I agree. I think the day after should also be a national holiday, because, like, what do you mean?
2. Because you just don't want to work, huh? You want time to mourn when the American people practice democracy. You want a day to mourn, huh? You hate democracy that much. You hate democracy as much as you love kids.
Because, like, what do you mean?
2 already. I have lost 2 friends today because of this election.
Guys, we literally don't even have to panic. We literally don't have to freak out right now. We don't even have to we don't have to freak out. We don't have to freak out because it's not even real. Because, bitch, recount the vote!
I can't believe Trump's actually gonna win this fucking thing! Oh, Jesus Christ! I'm so pissed off!
Brother, Was that Boogie? That's not Boogie.
I can't believe Trump.
Is that Boogie? I don't think that's Boogie. Is that Boogie? Really weird. White dudes for Harris, and they still have tits. Brother, Brother, indeed. That is Boogie. Oh my god, that was Boogie? What the hell happened to him? As if no one ever said that, but I mean, that's next level. Oh my god, that's Boogie. He's trolling. I hope he's trolling. I really hope he's trolling. It's kind of off the hinges. It's hard to know, but thank you guys for saying that. That makes me feel a lot more comfortable, like the world is back to its normal state. As a Dutchman, I am proud that I voted Trump. How did you vote for Trump if you're all the way over in Dutchland? Huh? If you wanted a female president, you should have picked Tulsi Gabbard. Yeah, you just gotta love that. These morons who want to make an election about who has a vagina and who doesn't. They're never gonna pick the right-wing woman. It's always has to be a woman with the worst, most heinous opinions imaginable for them to be able to pick a woman. So it's not even about the women, right? 12% of black women voted for Trump and 28% of black men voted for Trump. That's beautiful. I'm surprised it's not more. Because you see a lot of support for Trump in the black community these days. It's beautiful. Well, thank you for your donation, Carl. $2. And you want me to revert dark mode. Well, ta-da! I didn't have dark mode, but I'm happy you don't care about that anymore. Poor Canada. Yeah. Poor Canada that's gonna have to deal with all of these people. Boogie always on some grift. I guess the cancer grift wasn't spicy enough. Oh, he faked cancer. That's a tough one. I mean, trolling is one thing, but faking cancer feels like it would give you cancer. You know what I mean? It's just a conscious thing. It's, yeah. Gross. Brother,
Donald Trump is president, and I think all women should stop having sex for the next 4 years.
Again? Again with this? What is this? Donald Trump won, so we're not gonna have sex with... Ooh. The delusion here, thinking that you speak for all women as if women automatically are gonna vote for one thing. All this means is... because Donald Trump won, the craziest women aren't going to have sex with you. So now's kind of the time to start dating, look for a wife, tell people you voted for Trump, even if you didn't. Because that immediately is like psycho-repellent. It's quite fascinating, honestly.
All I can say is how fucking dare you.
Oh, we got a Greta over here.
How dare you put this man into office for another 4 years?
Tell me how I literally went into today genuinely thinking I was gonna witness history. Like, I really, really thought I was going to witness a woman of color become president of the United States.
You remember back in 2008? Well, of course you don't. You people aren't that old. I remember back in 2008 when, I think it was 2008, when Obama was running and people were making a huge deal out of a black man winning the presidency. Then that black man went and killed so many Muslims with drone strikes, banged the country apart, made it a disaster, and they gave up on that social brownie point. It doesn't work anymore. They're just going to keep pushing it. It's going to be, first it was a black man, now it's going to be a woman of color, then it's going to be black and trans and in a wheelchair. What else? Oh yeah, a kid. Ultimately, they're going to try and make it a good thing that a black child is running for president. And it always has to be one of those things and left wing. Like the right couldn't even do this. Because if they try to do that social justice Olympics thing as marketing for an election, then they would just hear that they're somehow a race traitor or against the very thing they claim to be against. You can't win the Special Olympics. The social justice Special Olympics. You can't win it. There's no winning it.
United States.
You look like you went to Burning Man instead of giving a shit about politics for 4 years. You just spent 4 years at Burning Man. Now you've come back and you're surprised that people don't vote like you.
That was fucking stupid of me.
You guys just don't get it, and you have the privilege of not getting it, and that's great for you. I'm so happy for you, but I'm gonna...
How did we get here? How did we get here? What in the Alice in Wonderland nightmares is going on right now?
How the fuck are we back in this same situation again?
Ever heard of karma? You people definitely heard of karma. You should think about what it means.
Who the fuck is voting for him? Genuinely.
It's just so awesome.
I agree.
How much this country hates women.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
So awesome. It's really awesome.
It is.
Like, how awesome would it be to live in a country that, like, doesn't hate women?
Oh, you mean like Sweden, where it's full of rapes, and if you get raped and go to the cops, then whoever raped you is going to be in prison for 2 months? Yeah, please go to a country that loves women. I'm sure that would work out really great for you. Go to the country with the first feminist government in the world, and see how that works out for you.
That'd be so cool, right?
4 years of a majority Senate, of a majority House.
Uh-oh.
Most likely 7-2 Supreme Court.
She's gonna pull out the voodoo tricks.
A red president.
Anyway, just connecting with nature, because no matter who the president is, the trees will never change. I'm not going to class today.
I like both of those sentiments. I think this young lady seems screwed on straight. Don't go to school and worship the trees because they're never going to change. So just hang out with the trees and ignore politics. I think that me and this woman would get along just fine. Fantastic. This woman doesn't belong here. This isn't a meltdown. This is life advice.
Because I know who I am. Trust me, I know who I am. I literally know who I am. If I go to class today, I will yell at someone. I will get in a fight because I know who I am. You saw me in that Jubilee video. I know who I am. If I go to class today, I will get in a fight. So I'm staying in my room.
I take back everything I said.
And I'm processing everything. I'm not an election denier, so I know that Trump won.
That's a word now? Election denier? They turned it into a Holocaust thing? They turned it into a... Oh, wow. That's interesting.
7 in the morning. I've been up for a good 2 hours now. Everyone that I know is asleep. And I'm just going on a walk. In my pajamas, in my slippers, in my pajamas, in my slippers. Because I just needed a moment myself.
I just got home from working the night shift and crying in my car the way home and screaming in my car, because sometimes you just need to scream at the top of your lungs, especially in moments like this. But I don't know, I'm just still in... Hi, buddy. My cat's my emotional support right now.
And it probably will be forever, because I can see it now. No husband, just cats for this Muppet in the future, if they want her.
All I have to say is good luck getting laid.
Again with this over-entitled thinking you're God's gift to humanity and especially mankind, and not realizing that psycho-repellent is a good thing. Again, I think men would rather have affordable food and affordable gas and affordable living over fucking crazy women. I think the priorities for the average person are more sane than people would think.
Especially in Florida, because
I don't believe anyone has a problem getting laid in Florida. There's all kinds of crazy people in Florida, and they're not all left-wing.
me and my girlies are participating in the 4B movement. That's my next plan, and I'm dead fucking serious.
As I said before, most of these Muppets aren't as upset and as hysterical as they're making out to be, or they wouldn't set up a camera and post themselves on social media. They all just want attention, and this is a great opportunity for them to get that and virtue signal. Still doesn't change the fact that most of them are lunatics and they all need Michael.
Stop it. Get some help.
Yes, please subscribe to Rocco TV. Thanks a lot for putting this compilation together. That's definitely a service to mankind. My reaction in 2016 went to work. My reaction in 2020 went to work. My reaction in 2024 went to work laughing at content. Yeah. That's how non-liberals react when it's election time. We have one more clip to go over from the Poor Man's Podcast. Great channel for men, and it's funny how even non-political channels are latching on to just the pure insanity of libtards. Florida is Sweden's cousin. Really? Huh. Pornhub is cheaper for my wallet. Yeah, well, I think you already have the porno here. I mean, you're watching something that's, I don't know, am I the only one getting a sadistic boner watching these people trying to live? Did I say that out loud?
Stop. Stop.
Damn. Well.
Well, that's the worst one thus far. Someone is even telling her to stop.
Stop. Stop.
Damn. Well.
See, that's why I'm recording. Because the cops ain't gonna believe this shit.
What did I just watch? The guy said, this is why I'm recording, because the cops aren't gonna believe this shit. Did this poor black man have to deal with some kind of case of domestic abuse? Is there anything in the comments explaining this? Because it's just scary. 0 attractive women were harmed during the making of this film. It's fantastic.
Because the cops ain't gonna believe this shit.
Voted for Donald Trump, I will never not know that about you. And that's something we'll both have to live with.
We don't care. Let me tell you something. We don't care.
I will be leaving the country and my dad will be staying blocked after this election. See you never. Fuck this.
Bye, bitch.
Yeah, you're definitely gonna disappoint your father there, I bet. Yikes. What a disappointment she is. His sperm made her, and now she's going to Canada, probably gonna bang like 50 black guys, and claim that it's all some form of revenge against her father. What kind of society are we living in? Oh, well, this crazy something. We already watched this one. We saw this one.
What to say? Honey, no, not even close. That's never goodbye.
Now, I'm about to say something, and some of y'all are gonna get real mad at me, but honestly, at this point, I really just don't care. I genuinely hope an asteroid hits the United States of America. I have given up on humanity in this country. I think it'd be better if, honestly, we were just all gone. I think we should just have...
You were going to say that no matter what, right? Like, even if the election didn't happen, you were going to say that because people eat meat, because they drive cars, because they want to have a normal family. I mean, there's any reason why you can lose faith in humanity as soon as things don't go your way, right? That's just typical for your kind of people, isn't it? It's not like the first time I've heard a leftist say, I've lost faith in humanity because X political take. That's just insane.
Have another, like, mass extinction. I think that would really solve everybody's problems. Because I just kind of am done. I don't think some people just can't come back from this, bro.
Well, you're welcome to start with yourself if you want to aim for extinction.
I think we just need to start over. Just wipe it out, start over.
I've heard Nazis say that and say that's why they want a race war and a social collapse. You just want to start over? What?
That's how God would do it. That's how God would do it, just saying.
Me and my family are leaving.
Uh-oh. Yeah, we saw this one.
Trump said he...
Just, I don't want to hear about you banging people in Canada.
I was just walking down the street to go get my medication because I'm out and I need it for today.
So many stereotypes coming alive here. The glasses, the piercing, the haircuts, the medication, the slobbering. I hate what these people did to good things. Because a piercing like that can look nice. And now no one can get it. No one can have that piercing now because people are gonna think you're insane. People are gonna think that you wanna murder babies for fun and you care way too much about the climate. They're just gonna assign the worst opinions to you because of all these morons that had to go and co-opt completely reasonable elements of fashion. It's terrible. It's terrible what they did to the nose piercing. It's terrible.
And I saw a woman walking her 2 kids, and she had this look on her face. And I looked at her, we made eye contact, and we both kind of nodded. Like we were both just devastated. And you could just tell in her eyes.
You had a psycho kindred moment?
I can't believe this country did this again. Why did I let myself have hope? I just texted my best friend.
I mean, they're reacting worse than when some people have a marriage fall apart. That's I have no idea how they're gonna navigate life, these people.
My best friend of 14 years. Literally half of my life. I'm 28. And I asked them who they voted for. They said Donald Trump. And they said, I'm assuming you voted the opposite. And I said, yes. And then my friend texted me and said, will you still be my friend? Half of my life. This person is my best friend.
I don't like where this is going. She said was. Did you say no to that? You said no to friendship? I think the worst part is even if they stay friends with the person, they think so highly of themselves that they're so tolerant that they can be friends with someone who wants to murder people. Like, it's a shame. You can't be friends with people like this.
I don't even think you fucking assholes realize what you did. Now because you elected Trump in office, I gotta go and spend fucking less for gas, less at groceries, have a savings account that my kids can actually be proud of. We could actually do something with it. I don't know, maybe like a vacation to Florida or something. Who knows? Now I gotta get used to a strong economy, secure borders, no new wars. What kind of shit is that?
Ah, lovely. I like this guy. Since there's a part of my audience that's autistic, I should clarify that he's doing satire. We agree with this man. He's a good one.
Make America great again.
It is not over for Kamala. And all of you celebrating a Trump victory before the votes are even fully counted, may I remind you that a lot can change at the last minute. And even if we do fail to win the presidency for Kamala, after all the work I've done for white dudes for Kamala over the last few months, we will return in 2028. Kamala 2028 will be the greatest political comeback the world has ever seen. Not just America, but the world. And I firmly believe that Kamala is still the best person.
I don't want to know what's on your laptop. This level of creepy soy overcompensation is just... This guy creeps me out.
In the whole of the United States to be the president of this country. And if we band together now, if we pull back some of those white dudes who went for Trump this time.
Why does everyone think that only white men vote for Trump? This is insane. This is why you lost.
By growing the White Dudes for Harris campaign.
Yeah, White Dudes for Harris. That's gonna be a great campaign. It's gonna go really far. Yeah.
We can make a permanent change. We can put the MAGA crowd away once and for all. And I'm dispirited. I am dispirited by what has happened, but we can't just give up. We can't just stop now. It's so close. It was so close. There's just so much hate in this country. So much hate and misinformation from Elon. And this...
It seems like a gag.
We've got to fight back.
Is this guy real?
We've got to fight back. Kamala 2028. We're coming back.
Funny thing is, everyone who's been spending time on Twitter, I hate calling it X, stupid name. Logo is even dumber. It looks like X videos. It just looks like he's competing with a porn site, trying to co-opt the audience of a porn site. Anyway, Twitter, everyone who's been spending time on Twitter was not surprised at the election results. Everyone who's been following the media was surprised. That just sort of says everything there is to say about where you should get your information and what the effect kind of is.
Succeed. Forget about the people in London. Forget about the establishment. Forget about the detractors in the fake news media. The real people out there in the United Kingdom. We love you, Mr. President.
Well, that's adorable. That's just adorable.
2.
What a beautiful sight.
Already, I have lost 2 friends today because of this election. Not because we had a difference of opinion, but because they're dead.
No, I don't think y'all get it. I just woke up and I found out that the...
Wait, what?
No.
They're dead? How did they die, though? You're not giving us any context here.
No, I don't think y'all get it. I just woke up and I found out that the big motherfucking orange, stupid Oompa Loompa motherfucking ass is back in office. I broke up with my boyfriend last night because he told me he regrets meeting me because I spoke about how
I should have my rights. And then
That feels like the biggest rephrasing of history ever. Your boyfriend broke up with you. Actually, you said you broke up with him. Your boyfriend says he regrets meeting you because you said that you should have your rights. No one believes that happened. I want to know what actually happened. I don't trust this reinterpretation of history here where, oh, I just said I wanted my rights. I regret meeting you. That never ever took place.
I have to go plan a Disney trip. Should be fun, should be graceful. No, wrong. My family has been in a war for the past 2 weeks with each other. We're not on good terms. None of us are happy. Okay? And let alone I have to sit for the next hour with my sister and her toxic ass motherfucking boyfriend. You think I'm doing okay? You really think I'm doing okay? Oh, and I'm hungover. Let's just get that into the fucking playbook. Why not? What else can go wrong?
I'm starting to see why the relationship ended there. You just have just the way you talk, the things you do, the stuff happening in your life. There's just a whole lot of subhuman aspects, subhuman essence there.
Give it to me, motherfucking world.
I feel absolutely so betrayed by my country right now. And it's so frustrating. I don't even know what to say right now. We tried, okay, to everyone from other countries that are saying America failed. We tried.
No one's saying that. No one's saying America failed. We just saw that beautiful footage from the UK. No one's saying that America failed. I think you want to believe that. The media is gonna try and make people believe that, but I don't think anyone gives a shit.
The system is inherently flawed, and we tried. And to anybody who follows me on TikTok,
yes,
if you are happy about the results of the election, unfollow me right now. Get off my page. Do not talk to me. I don't care if I've known you for years. I do not want to talk to you ever again. The fact that you would purposefully vote for somebody who wants to take away my rights as a woman, don't ever talk to me again.
Quick question. So does anybody know how to find or hire a hitman or woman? Because we don't want to be sexist. So, but I think we could pull this off collectively. If you want to chip in, DM.
I think the FBI needs to get a hold of that one. I'm recognizing some of these clips as stuff we've already seen, so I'm gonna move on.
I'm not joking when I say I mean this in the most disrespectful, mean way I can even say it. But if you voted for Donald Trump, then you don't deserve any part of my life. You don't deserve to be part of my children's life, my husband's life, my extended family's life, none of it.
Imagine having a mom that's posting this on Facebook and then having to figure out that she's probably crazy in the bedroom too, because she's obviously batshit insane on a regular. So it's like she probably likes to. Probably likes BDSM. Women like this always are into BDSM. So it's really irresponsible of you, lady, to show the world how crazy you are on social media, because that immediately follows the other assumption that all liberal women like to be choked. Say the word daddy. It's so typical. It's so typical. So typical. Ugh. Hit woman or yes, hitman, hit woman, aka the worst assassin. Yeah, I wouldn't trust a hit woman. It's like if you hire an electrician, most likely you want them to have balls. Turns out banning people on social media doesn't actually make them go away. They'll just show up in the voting booth. That's a good point. They didn't think about that. It's just never gonna work. It is never gonna work. Mr. Smith here says, I am surrounded by crazy Harris supporters, and I'm so thankful they know who I supported with my Trump van sign still in my front yard. Ah, yes, that's... Well, I'm happy you have the courage to stand for what you believe in. Are your neighbors annoying, though? Like, are they gonna give you flack for that? How does freedom of speech work in America? Because here in Sweden, they would probably just not talk to you, which is no different from ever otherwise. So this woman has a ball gag in her bedroom. There's so much we're learning about her just from the way that she talks. It's horrible. Why does she have to do this to us?
You don't get any of it. You have directly infringed upon
that's not fair.
On the rights of people that I love, people that I care about. You know, you have infringed upon the rights of people that I don't even know. And this election has really shown that American values do not align with my values as a person.
So go to China.
As a human, as a social worker, as, you know, someone who actually cares.
Oh my gosh, she's a social worker and she thinks that means something. Like you're extra nice. Social workers are usually assholes. Social workers don't accomplish shit. Social workers just get depressed from all the kids they're not allowed to save because of the bureaucracy in their system. I know what a social worker is like.
About other people. So, you know, if you find yourself as you were one that voted for, you know, the Republican Party, no, thank you.
What is wrong with you?
I
can't do this anymore. I'm literally sick. I'm literally sick to my stomach. What has happened to America? What has happened to democracy? What has happened to freedom? I'm done. I'm This is a message to anyone who follows me.
So you're not done?
If you voted for Trump, unfollow.
No, you're done.
Person, he's.
How long? You said you were done, lady.
Kamala, I think it's so ironic how liberal women and women who voted for Kamala are saying that for the next 4 years they're not going to sleep with another man. I find it so ironic because at least then you won't need an abortion. It took.
I love this. This super intelligent black man shows up and says the exact same thing that I've been saying. He's just thinking of it from a market perspective of banging people. He's just so spot on. Yes. Liberal birth control. Beautiful.
You Donald Trump to get in office for you to stop being a whore. See, things are already starting. You Donald Trump to get in office because at least then you won't need not going to sleep with another man. I find it so ironic because at least then you won't need an abortion. It took you Donald Trump to get in office for you to stop being a whore. See, things are already starting to change for the better.
Damn! Emotional, damn it!
This is not okay. This is not okay. This simply will not do. And this is not okay. And I'm not good with this.
Oh, it's the McDonald's
This is
guy
fucking,
again.
this is sick. This is sick. That should not be there. And that's wrong. And you're wrong. And
that should not be there. It sounds like you're talking about a burger. You're really unhappy about the burger you got. Someone put mayo on it. What is this?
I think it's wrong. And this house is not even my house. You just bought it for me and I don't want it.
I think the hardest part of all of this is just like thinking about all the men who were just like, the economy, woman in my life, The economy, woman of my life. The economy.
Crazy woman in my life. I mean, you forgot the most important word there.
Another NBC News exit poll in Wisconsin suggesting, this is Dasha Burns of NBC News, suggesting that Trump has doubled his black support in Wisconsin.
Wow.
Trump is polling apparently about 20% of the black vote versus 78% for Kamala Harris. 4 years ago, he won 8% of black voters in Wisconsin. I mean, you're 20%. You're looking at identity realignment happening in real time in this election cycle.
Yeah, that's what I said. Interesting. More people are latching on to the fact that Donald Trump is good for the democracy. We saw this annoying gay couple before, so I'm just gonna... We also saw this crazy woman before, so I'm just gonna jump ahead.
And lack of healthcare and lack of governmental support. People are actually praising this guy, and it's a freaking joke. Look at the states he won. You won't catch me there. You'll catch me in New York City. And I'm sorry to all the women who are going to suffer in these bumpkin-ass, small-ass little towns because of this. Reason why I'm a New Yorker and always will be. Fuck Florida.
I voted.
Yeah. So we got a New Yorker with a bad attitude that doesn't like the southern hospitality of the South and looks down on every small town. Just a big city a-hole. How surprising.
Yeah. And it was weird because they wouldn't let me leave unless I voted, and it wouldn't let me select Trump.
No way.
Yeah. So I'm literally telling you, like, I just voted Kamala.
You don't vote for anybody if you're gonna vote for that piss-ass cunt.
But the thing is, they wouldn't let me leave, and I was literally sitting there, like, in the booth.
It's the law. They would have to let you leave. That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. You can't. Don't even tell me that. I won't even accept that.
I'm sorry.
Was something wrong with the machine?
No, I'm just fucking around.
That's beautiful. That's hilarious. That guy has a good grandma. Well, this was hilarious. Thank you guys for watching my stream. Man, that was a Freudian slip from all the stuff I've been watching. Too many people scream there. Thank you for watching my stream. Don't forget to check out my video that just dropped on the election if you haven't seen that. And I appreciate you checking in. I'm going to be uploading in the future. Don't forget